It's not strictly a ballroom, but 4 nights a week this community hall is home to the budding Astairs and Rogers of the township of Kwanobuhle. Couples from 6 to 19 dance under the watchful eye of Zolile Majaya. Zolile's informal dance academy began 2 years ago when he started teaching his own children the steps he learned in his youth. Since then, it's grown to be the biggest thing in the lives of the young and the very young of Kwanobuhle.
Well, there's a big following. Even the parents now are involved in the ballroom dancing.
Today there's a special intensity about the dance class. It's the final rehearsal before the big day of the year. At the weekend, the Kwanobuhle dancers will travel to the nearby industrial town of Uitenhage to take on the best local dancers in a regional competition. The township troupe has been competing for more than a year, but for some dancers, like Cleo Matiso, it'll be the first taste of the big time. Zolile's dance classes are an oasis in Kwanobuhle's recreational desert. For children like Cleo, ballroom dancing gives a view of a brighter world away from the often hard daily realities of township life. In the years of the struggle, liberation was put ahead of everything else in the townships. Recreation was a last priority, and now, even after 2 years of democracy, one of the biggest problems in the townships is that there's just nothing to do.
They just roam about the streets, and ultimately they are involved in such things like drugs and sometimes child abuse. Parents started sending their children to the hall. They have encouraged us to go on with the ballroom dancing because it is the only sport so far which have taught our children how to respect each other.
Zolile himself lives in a newer and better part of Kwanobuhle. Inside, his home is already filling up with the trophies won by the township's most promising dancer, Zolile's son, Makuzini. He hopes to add to the trophy haul at the weekend competition. But to do that, he has to overcome the hottest dancer in the region, a 12-year-old from nearby Transkei, and Makuzini is not optimistic.
In the ballroom, I'm going to come second or third because he's a good foxtrot dancer.
For Zolile, the day before the Uitenhage competition is just another day at work. He's a mail clerk in an insurance company in Port Elizabeth, an hour from his home. And today, he's the centre of attention in the tea trolley chat.
Sure. And what is your favourite step?
Mine, tango. I like tango.
Do you like the tango?
Saturday, competition day, starts early for Cleo and the other dancers. After the final touches from Mother, the butterfly emerges from her cocoon, to a critical review from her sisters. Zolile provides a final run-through as he collects his young charges before they face the big time. The Uitenhage Town Hall has drawn dancers from a dozen local centres. Cleo and her partner Ondile are first to face their moment of judgment. Evening is falling by the time Kwanobuhle's brightest hope takes the floor. Zolile's son Makuzini and his partner Nchumisa have been given number 308. His arch-rivals, the Foxtrotters from Transkei, a brother and sister team, Lumkile and Nozipo Chiesi, have drawn number 120. The start is smooth, but as the rival couples swirl towards each other, disaster looms. As the evening goes on, local professionals take over in tails and serious frocks. After the last dance, it's the moment of truth for the couples hoping for a glittering prize. In the under-12s, it's come down to just two couples, Makuzini and Unchumisa, and the Transkei brother and sister team.
And 120 is number 1.
It's Transkei. There'll be no new trophies on Makuzini's shelf tonight. But for Kwanobuhle, the night is not yet over. Cleo and Ondile are still in the running in their group.
Number 1 is 20.
And it's a win for the newcomers. It's midnight and the competition is over. But on the dance floor, it's on again for young and old.